That's so beautiful, Doc. Thank you so much for that, bro. It takes me back to the days when I also like started when I was, I always tell people that I used to spend like over 20 hours in front of my screen, and sometimes people don't believe it because they think it's too superficial. But sometimes when you are too hungry and when you really need the breakthrough, and when you are on the verge of actually amounting to nothing, and you want to become something, the inspiration and motivation will come. We never realize how strong we are until strength is the only option we have. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only option you have. Like that's how for me it was. Like, I've been that kid who was from the hood, who didn't have anything. I remember, with me, Nkula Orlando, and you were at Dlamini, and I was with Usman, and we would hang out like, every single day, and we would just dream. And that was the only thing. And the only thing that would take me out of dreaming and that would put me to the next level was putting in the work. The only thing that could obviously change my life was putting in the work. So sometimes we never really realize how strong we are until, like, being strong is the only option that we have. And that's something that people don't quite understand, that when life demands of you to be strong, you truly need to get to that level where you are strong. You truly need to get to that level where you push yourself to be strong, where you push yourself to move forward when there's no reason to move forward. Push yourself to move forward when there's no reason to keep on trying. Push yourself to keep on trying, because trying is the only thing that would basically move you and change your life. I remember, Joe, like with me, actually a lot of people don't know about this, and since we are talking about our story, I'll talk about the difficulties that we've actually faced. People don't know that, like as you are saying, growing from the hood and being a kid who's from unprivileged backgrounds alone is enough to basically demotivate you and push you to saying you're not gonna push, you're not gonna keep on trying, you're just gonna be at the same level. But with us it's different, because we were lucky enough to know about Forex back in the day when no one was trading. We knew about Forex, we started pushing. There wasn't anyone who was that close for motivation. It's better right now, because for guys who are in Soweto, they used to see your car, they still see your car on a daily basis passing, and they can have a point of reference and say, I want to be like Stylish Keys, I want to be like that guy. Hence the song they recorded, because there's a reference that people can point to and say, this is what I want to look like, this is who I want to be like, because this is someone they can see on a daily. But it's different when you don't have anyone to point out to, and all you have is the internet to look for inspiration and say, I want to be like that guy who you've never met. You don't know whether this is a fabricated profile and stuff like that, but you still need to put yourself out and say, I want to be like that guy. You know what I mean? So we had it hard. We had it hard, and we struggled, and we had to push ourselves out of it. We had to push ourselves out of the norm. We had to push ourselves out of the proclivities and tendencies of guys who grew up from the hood to say, if you don't go to school, then you amount to nothing. Me and you are not a definition of school is the key to freedom. We are not the definition of that. We were not built by school. You know what I mean? Even though school had so much to do with obviously shaping and sharpening our minds and our thought processes, but we are not basically made by school. What we do is not from school. Like, you don't go to school to be, qualified as a trader. All that's required is hard work and discipline, and that's what really makes you. So I think people don't know that even before Forex had to be there, like, we had to overcome struggles. And there's a question that I was asking you, because I think this is something that I want people to really understand. When you are going through struggles and difficulties, you need to get to a point where you think beyond and above what you are going through, so that you see yourself getting to that level. Because I remember when we used to trade, like, we used to speak over our lives and say, we are going to be great, we are going to be this, we are going to be that, even when situations were obviously the opposite of what we used to speak about. So people need to understand that there's a lot that has to do with how you speak and the things that you project to the universe, the things that you speak over your life, you know, and that's how your life will subsequently become, you know. So I think that's one thing that I like people to know. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, no, dog, that's a fact. You understand? That's a fact, dog. Like, you've already said a mouthful. I don't want to lie to you. Like, sometimes you believe so much in something, but reality says the opposite. You understand?
Yeah, yeah,
You believe
yeah,
so much in something, but reality says the opposite. I know, dog, for a fact. Um, Over 50%, if not over 80% of the people that are on this live, I believe that someday I'm gonna make it in this game, but reality different story. You understand? Like, reality is their dreams. You understand? So now um this requires more than believing, you understand? Because it is a different thing to believe and it is a different thing to implement. You understand? So you must always
100%. Yeah.
implement on making sure that your dreams come true. Though. Nothing worth having comes easy. That is a very famous quote. Nothing worth
Mm.
having comes easy. You understand? So it means if something is so difficult to attain, if something is so difficult to obtain, that means that is worth having. You understand? That is worth having.
Mm.
So sometimes you must just do more than
So
believe. Understand?
what you're saying is that so what you are saying is that you will understand the magnitude of what you carry based on the experiences you go through.
Dog, this is what we always had in church, dog. The dogs never bark at a stationary car.
Yeah.
Understand? Dogs never
Yeah.
bark at a stationary car. But the meantime a car gains momentum, the meantime a car moves, that's when dogs start barking. You understand? So obviously, with that being said, I mean, life cannot challenge someone that is stagnant. You must be someone that's going somewhere in order for you to face difficulties in life. Understand? So that's what I'm saying. Uguti, sometimes life requires you to do more than believing. I see,
Mm.
dog. Everyone has a screenshot of quotes on their phones. Success is for me. What? There's a new trend, dog. At 0.00. Everyone takes a screenshot. They post on WhatsApp. They post candles. 01.01 they post on WhatsApp, 11.11 they post on WhatsApp, 02.02 they post on WhatsApp. You understand? You know what's there, dog? This is just believing. You understand? This is just believing. But life requires more than those candles on your WhatsApp emojis. Understand? Life requires more than that screenshot on your WhatsApp status. Life requires more than 00 and 11, 11 and 12, 12. Life requires more than that. Dog. Like, you can have 100 screenshots of 11, 11 and you will never go anywhere in life.
Mm.
Understand? Life requires hard work, though. Life
Mm.
requires you to work very hard, though. You can have quotes from Steve Mauro. You can have quotes from Albert Einstein. You can have quotes from Jesus himself, though. If you don't work, those quotes will just be quotes on your phone. Understand? You must just wake up and work hard. Wake up and work
Yeah.
hard, dog. You must make sure that you work hard. Because without hard work, dog, there's nothing you can do, dog. There's nothing you can do, dog.
Yeah.
Like
No,
this,
I
you see, like it's so funny how society is making our peers very lazy, dog. I don't want to lie to you. We live
mm.
in very difficult times that we are very active on social media. We are very inspirational on social media. Even right now, if you can go to inspirational pages, they have over 1 million followers. But then, after being inspired, then what? That's the next question. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm inspired. Yes, I have a screenshot of 11:11 on my phone. Okay, fine. And then what?
Yeah.
You understand?
100%.
It's
Because it takes
11:11
more
to
than
what?
yeah, it takes more than screenshots to make it. It takes hard work and dedication.
Dog, it's 11:11 now. Dog, it's 11:11 now. We can even screenshot it now. There's nothing that can happen, dog. There's nothing that can happen, dog. Even if you have, I don't know, 1,000 screenshots of 11:11, 11:11 is nothing but 11:11. I don't know if you get my point, but
I feel you, bro.